Bitcoin, we are kind of following this double bottom that I talked about yesterday. Let's see what happens. So the price has been going up. That's always a good thing. And yeah, there's not really much to say. I'm going to keep this one short and maybe just look at a few other charts. Yeah, this one, yeah, I said we're looking at probably in a few more days still before we have some kind of breakout. If you go into my weekly, we have remained in this channel. So I'm very, very happy about that. And yeah, let's see if things continue to go up. I've got my eye on this level here. If that happens, then I would probably say, look, we have topped out. I'll be making a video about the money supply, and you can see how USM2 has just gone crazy since Nixon took away the gold standard. But I'm going to make a separate video on that on a different channel. I'll let you guys know. Let's have a quick look at alts there. Yeah, they're just going to be following Bitcoin, really. Let's look at Tau, because I know that had a bit of a drop. Okay, so we've had some kind of a double top there, which means, you know, we could fall down to this level, but it is kind of riding this trend line, so let's hope that it goes up instead. USDT, you want to keep an eye on this chart, because this, you know, if this goes up, then there's just more liquidity, and you can see just every month it seems to go up by like 10 billion or so. So yeah, nothing really else to report. Let's have a quick look at macro charts. You know, we broke out of that channel on the S&P 500, but it's not really the best channel. I'm just gonna delete those lines really. Instead, I'm just gonna draw a support line here, and let's see if that holds and it continues to go up. Reverse repos is still on the floor. There isn't much liquidity left. I probably should do a separate video on gold, but if we just quickly zoom out into the weekly or even a monthly, you can see how this long-term trend line has kind of held. I think on a weekly it's better. So yeah, it just starts way back in January 88, and then we hit it in 2011, and now 15 years later it's acting as resistance. It could break through, but I'd probably say a pullback is on the cards here. Yeah, when this tanks, it's normally bad news for the economy, but we have somewhat recovered. That's good. So yeah, we want this to hold. But I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's update.